Hey everyone, welcome to the DIY Self-Love Challenge. Okay, so for some reason this stood out to you. I actually have a lot of you that aren't on my monthly membership that are just on my subscriber list. So that's pretty cool because for some reason it spoke to you when I put in the email. This is not about any booty or abs or anything like that. Here's me being awkward in my gym once again. Okay, so I don't know why it stood out to you. If you know me well and you are on my membership and you spend a lot of time with me working out already, it might just be because you just love me and wanted more. I don't know. But for some reason, it grabbed your attention. And I'm guessing for a lot of you that are not on my monthly rollover membership, I'm not guessing, I know, because I know a lot of you that did it. One thing that you really struggle with as one of the pillars of self-care and self-love is the movement part, the exercise part, getting that into your day, and maybe even the nutrition component, stuff, like that. So here's the deal. There's such a big umbrella of all different things, self-care, self-help, things like that. It looks different for everybody. I'm gonna try to touch on different subjects and different things over the next 21 days, and hopefully I actually know something will speak to you, so please stick around. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep it I'm going to keep it 10 minutes or under. I will provide additional links in the emails sometimes. It might reference something that I'm doing, like I'm going to get sometimes into down regulating and talk about the vagus nerve, and I'll just give you some sort of point of reference for that, a longer video backing the science and stuff behind it of some things that I might be doing with you, okay? Or if you just want additional reading, etc., you have extra time, okay? But here's the thing. Time will pass whether we choose or not in life, correct? And to me, time is the most precious currency. So if there's something that you've been stalling on that you know falls under the umbrella of self-care, self-help, it could be emotional, mental, physical, financial. We're going to talk more about this, but I want to try and keep this as short as possible on this little intro. You're going to end up taking an inventory. That's what I want to say. So this is going to look different for everybody. So for me, not that I'm going to share things about myself and my experience throughout the next 21 days, but I don't want it to be about me, so I'm going to keep them short and sweet. If you have other questions, feel free to ask me. But for me, I obviously have my routine down with exercise. My diet's, pretty nutritious, things like that. I'm putting things in my body that are, feeding it in a good and nutritious way. Not always, because there needs to be balance, but so for those things, for me, those are pretty, it doesn't mean they're easy because motivation only takes you so far, but I have a routine and that's pretty set. I have good habits with that. For me, my self-care, self-help falls more under the umbrella of boundaries and saying no, saying yes when I should say no, things like that, taking on too much, guilt, negative self-talk, letting toxic things go on in my life longer than they should, and mostly because I'm a people pleaser. So that's one thing that I'm working on in these big umbrellas. So I want you to know I am not the queen of self-help and self-care. I've got things that I'm working on too. So I just want you to know I'm not coming to this with you being like, I am the almighty, I know what you should be doing. I'm hoping that by sharing my experience, giving you some tools, some routines, some bullet points that it will help you find your blind spots, give you the motivation to make some habits and routines, especially for those of you that are struggling with just movement in general, which I know of you that aren't on my monthly subscription. That's one thing you're really struggling with you have told me that, okay? So baby steps though. So you're gonna take an inventory. You're gonna write down ways that you think, and I'm not just, if you're pretty good in most of the pillars, you feel pretty good, but you think, oh, I could do some more face masks and, scrub the bottom of my feet more and stuff like that. If you want to think of the self-care like that, cool, write those down. But you're going to take an inventory, an honest inventory. If you want to share it with me, you can. But otherwise, it's just for you. It could be that you want to brush up on hygiene, floss your teeth more, something like that. Maybe you need to floss your brain more, reading and less tech. We're going to touch on a ton of different subjects here. together. So I just want you to start to draw some awareness to where you think there's some reason this stood out to you. I want you to take an inventory, or maybe just a little short journal of why did this speak to you? What did it mean for you? Why did you want to explore this with me for the next 21 days? I hope you stick, because I really think there's going to be something for everybody here. Okay, cool. So you're going to take an inventory. That's going to be your homework for today. I know it might not seem very exciting, but that is the first step, and it's baby steps. So tomorrow you'll get something different. We'll get something a little bit more active where we're moving our bodies and breathing and stuff like that. But for today, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an intro, start getting your wheels turning about why did I even click sign up for this? What was I looking to get out of this? And where do I think that I am either struggling or want to become stronger in my self-care and self-help? I know for me, it's more of a spiritual and emotional thing, and drawing boundaries and stuff like that. So if you have anything specific you want to share with me, please feel free to email me and reach out. This is a no judgment zone. Okay. So please, questions, comments, but do please sit down, either write it down on a piece of paper, or in your notepad, in your phone, something, and I want you to write it down. Okay? Cool? We're on the same page? All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have some movement in our body, but right now we needed movement in our brain and our emotions and awareness of this, okay? All right, good luck. Let me know if you need me for anything. Bye.